Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and today I'm going to be giving you part 13 of What If Naruto and Sasuke Were Taken by Itachi. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends, your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Awaken the Yellow Rinnegan after his exile. I posted over on Anime King 3. Link will be at the top of the description for you guys to enjoy. And remember, if you're new, to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. And yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Start the intro. So the last time we left off, Shikamaru and his team face off against Kakazu and Hidan. Osamu got badly hurt, but Sorcery had gave him an injection as it stopped his heart at the moment. He needed a heart transplant because it was destroyed, but it stopped the fluctuations of chakra in his body to keep him stable at the moment till they get him back to the village. Hidan and Kakazu had to leave as the leader called him and it was time to extract the Jinjulke. They made their way back to the village and Osamu was touch and go there for a moment, but he was able to pull through as he got a heart transplant. As Naruto and his group went to go and visit Tsunade, she was pregnant. That is why she was taken off of active duties at the moment. As Tsunade was giving Naruto and his group the job, they were going to accompany the other group to take care of these two Akatsuki members when they passed by. So with that, they trained for the remaining time as Naruto was working on a new jutsu, a Rasengan, where he added his wind chakra into it as it drilled. The group then made their way towards the scene as Kakazu and Hidan were making their way back through when they were attacked as leader told them not to interfere over there. But they were still attacked and pulled off their course as a vicious battle started between them as the others split up and Shikamaru and the others went off. So with that, they took on Hidan and Kakazu as Naruto was holding back until he found out that they did the plan and they made Hidan destroy one of Kakazu's heart. So with that, Naruto lashed out at Kakazu. The man was surprised as he was taken by complete surprise that the 9th Jinjulke was this powerful. As Naruto knocked him down, the remaining hearts then fly back towards him as Naruto used his new Rasengan and destroy Kakazu. So with that, the group were heading back to Konoha when they stopped as Karin had said something else. They made their way after the flicker of chakra, thinking that it was the Akatsuki, something that would lead them to it, as they end up finding the body of Yujito. With all of them doing the jutsu together, there's no need for anyone to be sacrificed, as he was brought back to life. As Zetsu went to report to the leader, the man was pissed off that there was another two Akatsuki members that were taken down. Sasuke and his team was out as they were going after Osamu and the others making their way, trying to find them, as Pain started to get angry, but he told Zetsu to continue the hunt for the 8th Jinjulke. As the Akatsuki was slowly falling and he could see that two members had deserted and joined Konoha, and now two members were taken out. This was getting bad. So yeah guys, so basically as we left off, you guys can switch across and please and check for yourself. So what is the beginning of this new episode? The group with Naruto had made their way to the Hokage's tower for their report. Naruto, I was waiting for your group to return, said Tsunade, as the other group had came before them. What did you find in the area, she asked. It appeared to be the site where one of the Akatsuki's sealing ritual take place, said Naruto. We found the body of Yujito, Kumo shinobi and former Jinjulke of Nibe. Did you find that shinobi there as well, said Tsunade, seeing the girl standing there. Seeing that, Naruto said former, that means the Akatsuki already got the two tails. This is her, said Naruto. We were all able to use the same jutsu that Chiyo used on Gaara. I thought that jutsu required a sacrifice, but all of you are still here, she said. I noticed something from the first time, said Naruto. If more than one person uses jutsu, then you don't have to use a sacrifice. It just costs us a lot of chakra. How sure were you, asked Tsunade. 90%, said Naruto. I carefully monitor everyone to make sure nothing went wrong. I would have ceased the jutsu if I thought anyone was in trouble. 90%, huh, said Deidara. I wish I would have known that in advance. Is that so, said Naruto. I'm just kidding, I would have helped. How's Saucer, said Deidara. He's fine. The damage, his heart has been healed, and he's resting peacefully, said Tsunade. That's good, said Deidara. Have you had a chance to look at the body that was brought back by the other group? Asked Ino. I had a brief look at it. I plan to conduct a more thorough examination tomorrow. It seems what Shino said of Naruto jutsu was accurate, said Tsunade. I would like to be part of the examination, said Naruto. Why, said Tsunade. I believe my jutsu in the most powerful form is dangerous enough to be considered a kinjutsu. I want your opinion on it, said Naruto. Very well, meet me tomorrow at the hospital at 10. Is there anything else you have to report? Naruto turned towards Karen. I had sensed a large chakra signature levels that consists of the Akatsuki members. There may be another member active behind Nakuni, said Karen. Just one, said Tsunade. Yes, said Karen. If it's one member, it's most likely Zetsu. He acts as a group spy. He has a talent that can make him move from place very quickly. I doubt you'd find him if you try to look for him. He won't attack though. I'm surprised we found this body at the cave though, said Deidara. That one, he's cannibal, right? Said Tsunade. Correct. He may have been unable to dispose of Yujito due to the actions of Hidan and Kakazu, said Deidara. Very well. I will send out a couple of teams to make sure there are no signs of the Akatsuki movements. You're dismissed. Except you, Yujito, said Tsunade. They left, leaving Tsunade behind with Yujito. I take it they told you that we will not hold you captive, said Tsunade. That is correct, said Yujito. What did you learn from your encounter with the Akatsuki? Nothing that you don't know already. I was told I fought with the members that was killed by your team. I see. And I already know about the ritual that is used for extracting the juice. Something I'd rather forget. It's painful, nerve-wracking. I can check you out for any ritual. Side effects of the jutsu used on you. I will send word to Kumo and ask for an escort to return you back to your home. Thank you. Stop by tomorrow morning. I'll give you a quick examination. For now, you can stay here at the VIP guest room. The next day, as Naruto went by, as Tsunade had checked out Kakazu, the damage was at cellular level. If he had survived, his entire chakra system would have been torn to shreds. Naruto's arms were still not fully healed of the backlash of the jutsu. Tsunade told him not to use it unless it was a life or death situation, as the backlash seemed to affect him as well. A week went by with nothing eventful happening, as the rest of the teams were going on missions. A mission came by, and Naruto's team was here to receive it. Seeing that Naruto's arms were back to normal now after a week of recuperating, Sasuke and his team had returned, but they were quickly sent out back after a day of rest. Information about the Akatsuki was coming in quickly. At the end of the week, the only team available was Naruto's team. As they met at the tower, as Naruto was ready to resume missions. I take care of it, said Tsunade. As long as I don't have to do anything too extreme, I'll be fine. As many of the damage in his arm was on cellular level, so that is why it took so long to heal, even with the Kyuubi's help. I have an escort mission for you. You may come out now, said Tsunade. A man in his 30s emerged as he was hiding his face with a mask, as he was dressed in black pants and a long black sleeve shirt with a tan coat over it and an armor right under that shirt. He removed the coat and entered the room. As the mask allowed you to see his eyes, he had dark hair and black eyes. He appeared to be in his 30s. I am Ado Hayase, High Council member of Take. I was sent out to conduct negotiation with neighboring nations, said the man. However, said Tsunade, his negotiation with the Hidden Stone took a turn for the worse. He is targeted by shinobis from the Hidden Stone. At least 2 teams are on the lookout for the man. You should avoid combat if possible. The last thing we need is a brawl between us. Understood, said Naruto. You leave in an hour, dismissed, she said. Naruto and his team gathered their supplies as they made their way towards the gate. As Otto didn't mind them leaving early, seeing that they were a bit early. So with that, they made their way out of the village. They made their way through hiding Nakuni without any problems. Naruto wasn't worried about running into Akatsuki. Their information report them being near Kiri, far away from where they were. He remained cautious. The second day into their trip, Otto had an odd request for Naruto. Uzumaki-san, if you would. I need to check something up ahead. I dropped an important item in the area. If that's the case, then you should ask Hinata. Her beacon will be much more useful in finding something. I am aware, but this item, well, it's a dangerous item that will attack the wrong person. You appear to be the strongest one of your team, and will be able to protect me if it's damaged, said Otto. Alright. Hinata, Shino, I'm going up ahead with Otto. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious, said Naruto. Naruto and Otto went up ahead. After about 10 minutes of running ahead, they stopped. As Otto was the one that stopped him. Do you see what you're looking for? Otto paused and said nothing. Suddenly, he just dropped and passed out. Otto! Otto! What the hell, said Naruto. As the man was unconscious, shaking him, He wasn't waking up. That won't do any good, he's out cold, a voice said. I know that voice, Naruto said. Osamu. I guess. That saved me the trouble of introducing myself once again. That is a hassle, saying my name over and over. Are you that forgetful? Or are you just stupid? Naruto said nothing. So, my friend laid you into my trap quite well, didn't he? Trap? What trap? And where's the walking sushi? Kisame? Off near Kiri. I told your village. I don't know why you're asking me, said Osamu. That was a big mistake on your part, idiots. You think you can be my team on your own, said Naruto. We're not that far from them. You don't mean them, do you? Osamu pointed something behind Naruto as Naruto turned. There were two clones holding Hinata and Shino in fire. Fire surrounded their entire body, stopping them from moving. A jutsu I created of what Kisame liked to use is water prison. Well, this is my fire prison technique. A rather nasty one, you see. If they try to break free, the one thing they would do is burn themselves. The one way to free them is to beat me. Something you're proven incapable of doing. How would I just free them now, Senor Tessie? Pull the kunai. I wouldn't do that if I were you. They will use your friends as shields. You need not worry about them though. I have no interest in them. I have no desire to kill them. But I can't have them interfere in those, said Osamu. Naruto smiled. Something amusing, Osamu said. Two clones appear and landed solid hits on Osamu clones. They took the hits, but they retaliated, surprised Naruto and his clones as they attacked and poofed away Naruto clones. Blood clone technique, much better than Shai clone jutsu. They can produce and take several hits before dissipating, even use jutsus to a degree. A full extent without poofing away one shot, like your silly little clones. They can even die. Good way of convincing someone that you're dead. I mean, you can use them to convince someone like Itachi that he killed you, but instead you were just watching from the far corner. So that is how you survive, said Naruto. Tell you what, I'll let you use that stolen Sharingan to copy it. Now watch carefully. Why are you teaching me your jutsu, said Naruto. Don't you want me dead? Don't misunderstand. I'm sending a messenger to tell Konoha of your death. Not to mention, I want to see the look on Itachi's face when he find out how I fooled him all those years ago. Besides, this battle won't be won with clones. Now watch Osamu. Osamu bit his thumb and performed seals. As a clone of Osamu appeared before Naruto, you combine the summoning hand signs with the Shai clone hand signs and combine those two mixture of chakra with your left and right hand. Never would have thought that with a drop of blood. As Naruto threw a kunai at the clone, as it fall apart in a drop of blood. Rather weak though. I didn't plan on fighting with that one, brat. I wouldn't bother the messenger, said Naruto, Sharingan activated. It's not like you're gonna win. You know, let's end this, shall we? I grew tired of seeing your face, Osamu said. I've been looking forward to ridding the world of your presence since you were a child. I may not be able to kill you right here, but since you will be taken care of, prepare yourself. I want you to see when I beat the absolute crap out of you. You demon. Naruto drew his blade as Osamu drew his katana. The two ran and clashed. Let's see what you can do, brat, Osamu says he back. He swings his katana at Naruto. Naruto blocked it and made his own strike at Osamu. As he delivered another strike towards Osamu, Osamu missed just the distance of Naruto's attack, and he got a small cut across his face. It seems you're at my current level with your skills of sword. Current level, Osamu said, repeating that word in a rather ominous tone. But let's see you go through this one. Osamu activated his Mangekyo Sharingan. Black sand, he said. The black sand started to eat away everything. Naruto activated his Mangekyo and prepared the counter. Sword of the Fox, he said. A sword appeared in front of Naruto made of the Fox chakra. It launched itself into the cloud of black sand. The two jutsus met, and a fire explosion ate away the sand, cancelling both of jutsus out. So, you can channel the full strength of a demon through your eyes. Impressive. Do you know why you're able to do this? Asked Osamu. The Sharingan's purpose is to control the Bichu. Itachi told me of this, said Naruto. So he did, but that saved me from having to tell you. I'm surprised that Kyuubi isn't bothered by you having a Sharingan, Osamu said. It allowed me to better control your power. It allowed me to defend myself against you and the others of the Akatsuki, said Naruto. The demon protect you. How amusing, Osamu shouted, as he charged towards Naruto with a new, found speed. As Naruto blocked it with his Zanbedo though, as the man was aiming straight for his skull. The both of them Mangekyo activated, as the both of them continued their duel. Sparks were sent everywhere as they clashed violently. Shino and Hinata were looking for ways to escape their prison. His bugs could not drain the prison of the chakra because they were incinerated before they could do anything. He didn't go looking for any source of water nearby, but there was none within our view. Stop wasting time and watch as I defeat your friend. I made sure none of you would be able to escape, the clone of Osamu said. Your bugs will fry and there was no water for a mile, Osamu said. Back in the clearing again, as Naruto and Osamu were clashing violently, sparks were flying everywhere as their blades met, and again. Osamu started to slow down though, from exhaustion. As Naruto was a powerhouse, Osamu had to twist to avoid Naruto slicing off his arm. Osamu jumped back to catch his breath, but Naruto would give him the chance, as he slammed his Zanbader right into Osamu katana. Damn you brat, Osamu said. You look tired, said Naruto. You seemed so convinced you could defeat me before this started. And I still am, Osamu said as he kicked at Naruto. As Osamu started to smile once again. You know, brat, I remember when you were young. We used to beat you all the time, without mercy. We burned you with our fire jutsu. We bruised you with our fists. We sliced you up nice with our swords. And yet you survive every time. That damn demon always saving you. Saving your worthless, pitiful life. It irritated me to no end. We just couldn't kill you. And the old man is always keeping a keen eye. So we didn't have much time. We always have to retreat. I knew of Itachi the entire time. But no one listened. His father, Fukaku, would always rattle on about how he was a perfect Uchiha. And then he came and killed off the entire council and our followers. I bet some of them refused to believe that it was happening, said Osamu. And your point is, said Naruto, as he wouldn't rise this man bait. My point, Osamu said. I've been wanting to kill you from day one. I wanted to overthrow the Hokage since he protected you. And it was the Akatsuki that gave me the means. I killed the person closest to me, my beloved sister, for this power I wield now, said Osamu. You killed her because Akatsuki said it will give you power. Is that the only reason, said Naruto? Well, we tried to kill each other. We care more for the destruction of you and the village. Actually, it was one man that told us. Do you know of Toby and Madara? Asked Osamu. One of the founders of Konoha who died at the Valley of the End. I looked it up after my fight with Sasuke there. What about him, Naruto said. History records say that he's dead. But you know, he lives on. He was the one that told me how to gain power. He was the one that unleashed the Kyuubi upon your village. Ask the demon if you don't believe me. She should know as well. Is that true? Said Naruto. It's true, she said. He manipulated me and set me loose upon the village. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, but it's personal. It's okay, said Naruto, I understand. You don't have to tell me anything now, he said. Thank you, she said. Done with their conversation, asked Osamu. I am, said Naruto. The final level of a Sharingan bestow a degree of immortality. Yes, it does, Osamu said. But not without a price. Those who obtain this level must be careful, really careful. If they get too cocky, they may find their prize eyes damaged. The great Mother Uchiha learned this the hard way. He don't seek the restoration of his Sharingan due to use the power of the Bijus. He's weak, compare how he used to be before. Someone I plan to kill after obtaining the power myself, Osamu said. As he pulled the scroll and unsealed a small jar, as there were two Sharingan eyes inside. A gift from my beloved sister. I transfer, he shouted. The jar in his hand started to glow, and so did his eyes. When the glowing ceased, the eyes in the jar were gone. Osamu dropped the jar, as he started to cackle like a madman, like he was crazy. To tell you the truth, I was barely even able to see you during our fight. I'm sure you know about the side effect of the Mangekyo Sharingan. But now, he looked up, his eyes spinning. I can see clearly. He charged towards Naruto with a new vigor. Naruto had to release the power of his tail transformation. Two tails to be able to keep up with Osamu as the man got faster and stronger. So finally calling the power of demon, huh? You really believe it will save you? I've been trying to join you for this entire fight, and you fell right into my trap. Soul Stealer, Osamu said, as he started pulling Naruto chakra into his left eye. You won't be summoning a friend to save you this time, brat. Don't worry, I won't kill you. Not yet. Naruto felt himself getting weaker and weaker as he started to fall. Naruto continued to shouted. It's over, said Osamu. It's quite intense. Such power. I enjoy it. Is that so? Do you like the Kyuubi chakra so much? Then, have as much as you want. As four tails sprouted behind Naruto. Helping me, are you? Then go ahead. Sure. Have it, said Naruto as he released the power, as he forced it in Osamu's eye. As Osamu's eyes started to glow red from the jutsu, Osamu's grin started to fade. Something was wrong. What is this? What are you doing? Ending our conflict, said Naruto. The chakra continued to spill into Osamu's eye at a high rate. His eye became a bright red before. Boom! It exploded. The chakra he absorbed flew out of his empty socket along the large amount of blood and the eyepieces. He dropped and screamed in agony as he held onto his face from the pain. Both of his clones exploded into blood, freeing Shino and Hinata. "What have you done?" Osamu shouted. "It seems everything has a limit," said Naruto. He looked tired from loss of chakra, but he was still able to move. The left side of Osamu's face was covered in nothing but blood. His right eye returned to a normal Sharingan. Naruto's eye returned to normal Sharingan as well. "Seems your Mangekyo has been forever shattered," said Naruto. Osamu couldn't believe what was happening right now. He was supposed to be invincibly immortal, but now he was weaker than he ever been. He tried to reactivate his Mangekyo in his remaining eye, but he found himself unable to. "This isn't happening, no! I was supposed to become the strongest Uchiha of all time!" "Power obtained through soil in your hands will never last," said Naruto. "He's right. True strength is something earned, not taken," said Shino. "You are bound to lose your power the moment you stole it," said Hinata. "I haven't lost yet with all your yappings." "I will not go down," Osamu said, as he pulled his katana, as he dashed towards Naruto. "It's over," Naruto said, as he pulled his Zanbedo. "It's not over yet," Osamu said, as both him and Naruto clashed. The man then pulled out a dagger that was hidden in his robes as he stabbed Naruto right in his shoulder. Naruto grabbed the man's wrist and twisted it, before kicking him back and grabbed the dagger and pulled it out of his shoulder. As he threw it, Osamu tilted his head as the dagger left a nasty cut on his cheek, as Naruto dashed forward and started to slice the man wickedly. Osamu continued to step back, as Naruto struck him across the face, removing his headband. He tried to deliver a strike Naruto with cage, but he ended up with a nasty cut going across his arm. His rage was growing with each injury, and the weaker he get. His cloak started to get soaked in blood as more cuts were opening up on his body. As Naruto sliced right into the fingers of his right hand, forced him to drop the katana as he sliced off the fingers. Osamu cried out, "No, how can I lose to you? The one I despise the most, the demon brat. This isn't possible. This can't be possible." "You continue to see me as nothing but a demon," said Naruto. "Seems you really underestimated my own strength." Osamu tried to get up, but he coughed up blood as he collapsed down. "Seems I won't get to live to see you die," Osamu said as he felt it. "This demonic chakra is already eating away at my body. I hope you burn in hell, you demon." "No, that's someplace that you'll be going for all the crimes you committed," said Naruto. "I hope your sister tortures you there." As the man dropped down, the chakra eating away at his body inside, as blood exploded from his mouth and nose and his eyes, while the one remaining good eye, as he collapsed head first. Naruto checked over his body to make sure he was dead. "It's unfortunate someone so strong was such an idiotic, psychotic fool," said Naruto. "What do we do now?" asked Shino. "I'll see the body and take it back to Konoha. We should probably take Alto to Take. They may be looking for him." Shino picked up Alto. The group was about to leave when a man suddenly appeared in front of them. "Are you Naruto Uzumaki?" the man asked. Meanwhile, at Konoha, as Jiraiya was about to jump through the window, but he had to stop as it was closed. "Tsunade," he shouted. "Use the door," she said. "I stumbled upon some good information. Let me in," he said. Tsunade sighed. She opened the window as he jumped in. "Much better. Now, I found out where the leader of the Akatsuki is." "What?" As Shizune was in there as well. "How did you find this out?" she asked. "One of my contacts near the Inarine. Turns out the Akatsuki leader is there as well." "Are you sure about this?" asked Tsunade. "This comes from one of my reliable contacts," said Jiraiya. "I trust his information completely." "Why would their leader be stationed there? The Inarine has always been unstable. It will be hard to run a high-profile organization from there." "That is why it's a perfect place," said Jiraiya. "No one ever looked for the leader there." "So, what do we do now?" said Tsunade. "I need to go and see for myself." "Are you sure about this? Even for you, this won't be easy. If this man's the leader of the Akatsuki," she said. "I'll be fine. I've been in worse places looking for scraps of information. You know, as well as I do, we need to be absolutely sure about this before we can make another move. By the way, I'm a Sanin, you know? You know what that means, right? I'll be fine." "You better," she said. "Just in case. I'll place a large bet on you kicking the bucket," said Tsunade. "After all, I always lose my bets." "Well, if that's the case," Jiraiya said a smile. "I'll be coming back definitely," he said. "Shizune, wanna make that bet?" asked Tsunade, despite her, smile. Shizune could tell that Tsunade was very worried. "Yes, Tsunade-sama," said Shizune. As Jiraiya made his way. "You better be safe, you damn perv," Tsunade thought to herself. Meanwhile, as Naruto was currently out in the forest with Hinata and the group, the man that came to him was wearing an orange mask. "Who are you?" Naruto asked. "Oh, I'm Toby." Meanwhile, Jiraiya already sent his toad to resummon him towards the hidden rain when he gave the signal by sending another toad. As Jiraiya was already there, he ended up capturing 3 rain ninjas for information. One of them were none other than Aoi, missing from Konoha, as Jiraiya ended up turning the man partner into a toad. The man did not know much about the Akatsuki, but Pain had sensed a disruption in his reign, so he sent Konan. As Jiraiya stepped out of his toad, making his way towards the tower, he ran into one of the last people he ever expected to see here. As she was flying, Konan? Is that you? Konan looked at him with an impassive face. It's you, isn't it? What are you doing with that robe? What are you doing with that Akatsuki? He asked. That is none of your concern. As she attacked Jiraiya, Jiraiya easily evaded the attack, as he ended up soaking her with oil. Don't think those origami jutsus work with you like that. Now, what can you tell me about this Pain character? Don't tell me that he's one of the boys. Sensei, it's been a while, said Pain, the animal path, as he looked down at Jiraiya. Meanwhile, Toby was watching the fight with Naruto and Osamu, as he finally decided to intervene when Osamu was taken down, as he heard the man's declaration of killing him. Quite stupid, and here he is, dead. I'm Toby. Toby introduced himself. So let me guess, you're gonna try to capture me, said Naruto. No, Toby just wanted to introduce himself. You're too strong for Toby. Are you Uchiha? Toby asked. No, I'm not, said Naruto. Then how did you get the Sharingan? Did you steal it from a Uchiha? Toby asked. That's none of your business, said Naruto. I have no interest in talking to you, or any other member of the Akatsuki. Fight me or leave. Oh, angry are you? Let me guess, the Kyuubi helped you some way, didn't she? Said Toby. What? Said Naruto as he was surprised this man in front of him knew that the Kyuubi was a girl. Kid, listen to me. That's no normal person. That's Uchiha Madara, the Kyuubi said. Madara Uchiha? Said Naruto. So, you know me? Yes, I can drop this guy, said Toby. As he switched a voice, his voice becoming deep and dark. You're the one that fell in battle against the first Hokage, said Naruto. So this man's alive, even after such a battle. What kind of person is he? Hinata said. She still recognized me after all this time, didn't she? Kid, how much chakra do you have left? Asked Kyuubi. Not much. I had to force most of it into Osamu, said Naruto. Do you have enough to use your Mangekyo Sharingan? Yeah? Why? Oh, I see, said Naruto. As he activated his Mangekyo, Madara tensed slightly. Rage of the demon, Naruto shouted. Red chakra burst out of him, lifting him up into the air. The chakra started to take form, and Madara stepped back. When the Kyuubi formed, she released a mighty roar. I guess this means you're still angry, isn't it? As she was formed out of this red chakra. You know I meant it when I said I just want to talk. Could you take a form so we can talk better? Hinata and Shino was shocked as the Nine-Tails was standing there, as they were surprised at the ease that Madara and Naruto had with the situation. Suddenly, she started to shrink back down. Within moments, Naruto was standing there, as she was there, in a red kimono, with white flowers on it, her long red hair going down into her back. Speak, but know that the moment you say something I don't like, I will rip your heart out, she said. If I thought you could carry out with that threat, I would be gone in an instant. But never mind that, said Madara. Take that stupid mask off, said the Kyuubi. Bossy, aren't we? But try not to be too surprised, said Madara. As he removed his mask, the Kyuubi was surprised at the sight. He had aged, and his left eye was damaged. I thought you could age. I guess the mighty immortal has limits after all. It's not my fault the damn Fourth Hokage sealed in my eye, said Madara. What does he mean? I thought that only sealed you within me. I thought that too, said the Kyuubi. My eye was tied to you when you were under my control. When he sealed you, he sealed my eye as well. I lost my Mangekyo because of that, and I started to feel the effects of aging, said Madara. Serves you right, consider what you did to me, said the Kyuubi. I figure you find it amusing. I told Osamu about this, helped him with his escape, along with his sister. I told them how to gain the power of Mangekyo Sharingan, and how to keep it. Osamu didn't consider the fact that he could only absorb so much chakra at a time though. He fell prey to his own ignorance. To tell you the truth, I was expecting to join away the brat right now. I'm at a loss to what to do now. As you probably already figure out, without my Mangekyo, I am a lot weaker than I had been. Not so weak not to be able to hold some of the members of my organization, but unable to fight someone of your level, said Madara. Your organization? Said Naruto. Yes. I'm the founder of the Akatsuki. I found the organization after my loss to the Fourth Hokage. I found out if I had all the power of the beast, I could restore the power of my Sharingan easily. and wipe out Konoha once and for all, said Madara. Then we'll kill you now, said Naruto. Easy does it. You want to kill me? Fine, do so. After I'm done telling you what I have to say, you can do what you have to do then, said Madara. Easy, kid. It won't do any good to attack him recklessly. Even if he's weaker, he's still a crafty, experienced bastard. Remember, you lost a lot of chakra against Osamu, and I don't know if you know this, but it's causing your eye a lot of strain to keep me here. And I don't want to stay long if I don't have to cause you so much pain, she said later on. Naruto nodded. Now, said Madara. Seem like you're not gonna attack, so I'll tell you. As of now, we have sealed 6 of the 9 Bijous. It's only a matter of time before we seal 7 and 8, and then we'll be coming after you. But with Osamu's defeat, it seems I'll have to ask someone else to take care of you. Not yourself, I take it, said Naruto. I went toe-to-toe with the Sanbai. Something that is not as powerful as the Kyuubi there. And I was already depleted. No, I won't be. The one I placed as leader is a rather fearsome individual. I plan on sending him after you. Do you know that the Sanis were unable to defeat a man back in days? Even with the 3 of them together. Well, the man I'm sending after you, he defeated that man rather quickly. So you can understand how strong he is. Let's just say this is a warning. Well, I guess I have to look for a tough fight in the future. Well, I guess you would relish in the challenge. But it doesn't matter. Look out for his partner as well. But I don't think that she'll be intervening. As Madara simply smiled, telling Naruto all of this. What, a good fate or something? Oh, one more thing. Have you ever bedded the Kyuubi? What? Said Naruto. What kind of question is that? The Kyuubi shouted. Just wondering if he did what I didn't. I always wonder what it would be like. It's a shame. We didn't date long enough for you to feel that comfortable with me. You date him? Said Naruto. It was a long time ago before I knew what he was planning. He tricked me, just wanted to use me for my power. Everything up to that was a ruse, said the Kyuubi. You know I'm not a heartless bastard, right, said Madara. Anyone can grow feelings. If you're not heartless, why are you trying to destroy your former home? Why not stop the crimes of the Akatsuki? Said Naruto. Konoha destroyed my clan. Ever since Hashirama took the position of Hokage, despite him trying to help it, our clan, my clan was cut back further and further. To the point where I couldn't take it anymore, and we battled. That created the famous Valley of the End. I attempted to look for a way to defeat Konoha and get back my clan. But the second Hokage created the military police and gave the Uchiha clan control of that as a sign of trust. But the reality was, he was just keeping an eye on them. Once I did my second attack at Konoha, the Uchiha clan was the one they blamed, leading Itachi to wipe out those who was trying to create another uprising because of them being pushed back even further. And now my clan has become as weak as I am. There are only 2 strong members left. 3 if I were to include myself. I don't count Kakashi, and I don't count you either. Now do you understand? The past is the past, and Naruto, you should learn to move on. If you live as long as I did with such a grudge, you will better be able to see my, well, hate against it. But there's no point in explaining it further though. Now then, what is it gonna be? The Kyuubi shot forward as she wrapped her tails around him, as she brought her fist to crush his skull. But her fist passed through his body the rest of her did as well, as she destroyed the ground behind him. As I said before, I wouldn't appear in front of you if I thought I was in any danger. You have approximately 2 weeks. That's about how long it should take for the other Jinchurikis to be sealed. I'm only telling you this because I plan to observe your fight with the leader of the Akatsuki. Don't disappoint me. After all, the centuries have been boring. As he placed his mask back on, and with that he was gone. Damn it, the Kyuubi said. It's okay. We'll get him soon enough, said Naruto. I suppose, she said. I can't stay out here for too much longer. You should pull me back in the seal now, she said. Naruto nodded as she turned into an ethereal form of her chakra, as she was sucked back into Naruto. As Naruto returned his eyes to normal, let's get this guy back to Take and head for Konoha, said Naruto. Are you okay, Naruto-kun? He asked. I've been better, said Naruto. He told us that threat on purpose. He wants me to freak out and worry about the battle that is coming, but I won't, said Naruto. Don't worry, Naruto-kun. We're here to help you, said Hinata. Well, it just means we'll have to train really hard, said Naruto. That's my Naruto, she thought. Meanwhile, at the hidden ring, Jiraiya was nearing death as he was coughing up blood. Damn it, I can't speak. Jiraiya looked at Fukasaku. The toad nodded and jumped forward as Jiraiya wrote something on the toad back. I don't think so, said Pain, as he launched an attack, as the toad already vanished. As the dust settled, only Jiraiya remained. The toad and the body of Pain Animal Realm was gone. He got away, said Conan. It's of no consequence. There's only one thing he could have found out, and that will not tip the scale towards Konoha, said Pain. It's unfortunate you have to kill him, said Conan. The pair noticed several water bubbles. Seems his body will be taken out to sea. A fitting death for one so admirable, said Pain. As they made their way back towards the base with Jiraiya now dead. Madara was there. Where's the Jinchuriki? Asked Pain. There's been a change in plans. Seems the Kyuubi Jinchuriki is more stronger than I originally believed. He was able to kill Osamu in battle, said Madara. What? Pain said. Calm yourself, said Conan. Yes, calm down. There's no need for such outbursts, said Madara. What are we going to do now, said Conan. I'm going to take Kisame and Zetsu after the Akatsuki Jinchuriki. After we have captured and sealed him. You two are to head to Konoha. Pain appeared to have no reaction to Madara's statement, but Conan could tell that it unnerved Pain and she knew why. Prepare yourself and do not underestimate him, said Madara. I'll take care of it, said Pain. Good. Now what was going on here, he says he looked around. Jiraiya came here. And the outcome? He's dead, said Conan. He was strong enough to destroy one of my bodies, but that is of little consequence. I have already prepared myself for such a situation, said Pain. Very well. I will take the lead from here on out. Kisame is the only one that doesn't know the truth. At the moment I believe Kisame should already apprehend the unbiased Jinchuriki. I anticipate it should be about a week to locate the Akatsuki Jinchuriki. Later, said Madara, and with that he was gone. It bothers you, doesn't it? Said Conan. It will mean more bloodshed, said Pain. Is it truly necessary? They won't just hand him over. It will have to be that way no matter what. I understand, she said. The sacrifice will end soon enough, and then everything shall go towards our plan. Naruto and his group had completed their mission to Take, as Otto was never doing any search of any village or anything like that, making any alliance. He has been missing for some while now, and they were thankful that he was brought back. Osamu was the one that planned all of this. The group made their way back to Konoha and told Tsunade what happened, as Sasuke and his group were in there as well, as they had made their way back from their mission. You ran into him? What happened, said Sasuke. I killed Osamu, said Naruto. We have his body as proof. I see. What about the situation in Take? Asked Tsunade. Osamu was the one that made it all up, said Hinata. It was just a lie. I see. I'm glad that you were able to overcome his trap. Did he tell you if you use anyone in the village? Asked Tsunade. No, the impression that he gave us was Otto was the only person he used, said Naruto. I'll have a team of looking the possible contacts that Osamu may have used to contact the village. That's all we can do for now. Do you have anything else to report? Asked Tsunade. Yes. The most important thing, said Naruto. As Tsunade looked worried by that, the way he spoke it like something was grim and dangerous, as he told her about Madara, and that he's a true leader. But he has someone else acting as a leader. So Tsunade relayed the information that Jiraiya had found the leader. He should be back soon to inform them of what is going on. I see. Well, if he's coming after me, I request this time off the train to prepare for their leader's arrival, said Naruto. Done, said Tsunade. That go for both of your teams. You will be our first line of defense against their leader. It shouldn't be too much for you to overwhelm him and his partner, said Tsunade. This is Akatsuki. I doubt their leader will step foot here if he didn't think that he can overwhelm us, said Kakashi. You're right, said Tsunade. But still, it would be difficult for two individuals to overpower the entire village, he said. Suddenly, Anbu came to the office. As the man had a tiger mask and had a toad right on his shoulder. What is this? Said Tsunade. I have news of Jiraiya-chan. Mission to Hirane, the toad said. What happened? Where's the Rasennin near to ask? The Rasennin. Sounds like a proper name for him. Jiraiya boy had went to face the leader of Hirane, who is the leader of the Akatsuki. He's known as Pain. So where is he? Asked Tsunade. Paul looked at Tsunade. She was fearing the worst. This Pain, he has had 6 bodies. He claimed to be the one that defeated Hanzo on his own. He killed Jiraiya. The room went silent, as Naruto was the one to break it. This can't be true. It can't be, he said. I'm sorry, my boy, I didn't want to believe it either, but I witnessed it firsthand. Damn it, Naruto said, slamming his foot on the ground as it cracked as a result. Naruto and Hinata said, Kid, said the Kyuubi. Naruto said Sasuke. This isn't someone to take lightly, even in Sage mode. Jiraiya found it unable to defeat the man. He was able to kill one of the bodies though. It's in the morgue now. Maybe we'll learn something through studying it. He also captures a man that may know something. They're already being sent to the one called Ibiki for interrogation. So, he really is as strong as Madara said Naruto. Naruto said Tsunade, try to keep herself calm. I know this is hard, but you must not lose hope, she said. Naruto's hand was clenching so tight, his knuckles were becoming white. I will avenge your Sanin. I'll protect the village. I won't allow him to take anyone else. As his eyes were on the brink of tearing up. Just what do you intend to do? Asked Ukazaku. I need to know everything about what took place. I'll focus my training on countering his jutsus. Going in blind would make me nothing but casualty, said Naruto. That's the best choice, said Tsunade. We can't afford to lose anyone else. There's one thing Jiraiya boy learned about pain. As the toad in turn, he wrote this. 9, 31, 8, 106, 7, 207, 15. Tsunade said. No. The first character is Ta, not 9, said Naruto. What do you mean, said Tsunade. I had to read a lot of Jiraiya handwritten drafts while I traveled with him. His 9 is written like this. As you can see the mix-up. What does it mean? Tsunade asks. I'm not sure, but there's one person that might be able to help us out. Shikamaru, right? Said Sasuke. Right, said Naruto. You're in luck. He returned from the mission a couple days ago, said Tsunade. But guys, to be in this episode right here, if you want the next part, be certain to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in social media platform. And also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto was a direct descendant of the Sage, and enjoy that, guys. And I also post a brand new episode over on Anime Making 3 of What If Naruto awakened the Yellow Rinnegan after his exile. So go ahead and check out that and enjoy, guys. And remember, if you're new, to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime Making family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now, guys. See you guys soon. Peace.